Welcome back to Most Buffalo. Many of you probably remember the show Reading Rainbow. At least you remember the theme song on PBS. The program has helped children learn and get excited about reading all over the country. You may not know that it actually has its origins here in Buffalo. A new book tells that story. It is called Creating Reading Rainbow, the untold story of a beloved children's series. So joining me live in studios are some of the authors of the book. We have Dr. Pam Johnson and Dr. Barbara Irwin. Thanks for being here today. And you're in your rainbow colors.
Yeah. We travel this way all the time.
So you have the book right here.
I do.
It comes out in a couple weeks, but tell us, just if people didn't realize this, what is the connection of Reading Rainbow to Buffalo?
Reading Rainbow originated in Buffalo. Our third co-author, Tony Bettino, was interested in using television as a way to promote and motivate children to read over the summer. And he was instrumental at WGRZ-TV experimenting year after year, kind of growing this idea of creating a show that would do that.
And the host who we're seeing right now, LeVar Burton, just became someone that endeared himself to children around the country because of the show and got them to celebrate reading.
He became, you know, the face and the voice of Reading Rainbow, and children everywhere, you know, looked up to him. He was someone they could trust. He was open. He was totally enthusiastic about books and explorations. Every day, LeVar says, and so do members of the production team say, that when they're out and about doing their work in daily life, now grown adults come up to them and tell LeVar, tell production people exactly what the series meant to them and how significant it was to them. So.
And if you're noticing people talking about Reading Rainbow or a little bit extra right now, there's a new Netflix documentary out about it too. That's because it's an anniversary year. And you're both in the documentary.
Yes.
We have a small part of
How was that experience?
Yes. It was a lot of fun, wonderful producers that we worked with, and it's a very wonderful film.
And your book kind of can complement that. So if people have watched it or they might want to watch it and learn more, especially again about that Buffalo connection, it's a great time to pick up your book about this reading show.
Yes, we like to think of our book as a prequel to the film because we tell a lot of the backstory that's not in the film.
Anything that surprised you about researching or writing this book?
Oh, that's a great question. I think one of the joyful parts about the book is recollecting the fact that, and the stories of the children from Buffalo and their teachers and their public librarians and moms and dads who help them audition and become one of the Reading Rainbow book review kids, because the first couple seasons of Reading Rainbow, as it was getting off the ground, all the children book reviewers were from Buffalo. So, you know, we had a lot of fun thinking about that and reminiscing about that and what that meant.
And you were part of the production a little bit as well?
A little bit, yes.
Yeah.
Of those book review segments.
And what was that like at the time?
It was just so fun to see the kids. There were these, you know, hundreds of kids coming into the station, you know, lining the hallways, reading their books, their parents, you know, kind of primping them and getting them ready for their big opportunity, and some wonderful kids doing great things.
And it is interesting because now 40 years later, people still do share their book reviews online, on television, and kids are doing it on social media, and it's still a practice that we do to this day.
I mean, the idea is that kids would listen to other kids, you know, and that they would really take heart when they heard a fellow child, you know, encouraging, check it out, you're going to love it, you know, so.
Okay, so we have the book here. Tell us everything about when it comes out. People can pre-order now.
The book is available for pre-order. It's available anywhere books are sold, and it's due out June 18th, and we can't wait for people to read it.
All right, Dr. Pam Johnson and Dr. Barbara Irwin, thanks for being here today. Congratulations on your book.
Thanks.